Hi, Hunters. Thank you for joining us. I'm Joy.
And I'm Laura.
And this is The Witches of Letters, a supernatural rewatch podcast.
Buckle up as we dive into our 100th episode.
Woo! Confetti!
Yeah. And it's our 2-year anniversary as well, basically. So we're recording this like a few days before our 2-year anniversary, but this is going to come out about a week after.
Podcast time. So strange.
Yeah, so it's like 2 years as well. It's crazy.
That is very cool and very wild. Also, I was going to tell you a fun fact, Laura, which is, did you know that April, when we first started this podcast, is very significant in the supernatural fandom?
Well, I know you've mentioned it before, but I don't know why.
Okay. Eric Kripke, our Lord and Savior, came into this world upon April, firstly.
Oh, wait, I think you might have told me that, actually.
Yep.
Yeah, cool.
Secondly, the Impala came into this world in April as well. Also, lastly, but not least, Jimmy Novak said yes to Castiel and became our Castiel in April.
And this podcast was born.
And this podcast was born. And when I figured out that like our podcast started in April and all these massive events happened in April, I was just like, oh my gosh, that's so cool. It low-key gives me goosebumps.
Our actual anniversary is the 1st of April as well, which is hilarious. It's April Fool's Day.
It actually is. Although, see, she says this, but technically, and she is right. Like, that is when we recorded it, but I think it actually came out, or when it was supposed to be released, right? But then it actually came out on the 2nd because it had to go through all of Spotify's, like, rigorous tests and things to make sure that we weren't saying terrible things and that they wanted to put it on air.
Yeah. But I like to say it's the best, though.
Yeah, you're allowed.
Also, we have another quick notice before we start, which is just that we want to let you know next week we are going to take a week off from releasing episodes because, well, we've worked pretty much every week for 2 years. I need a little breather. And so we will be back on the 21st of April. So just a week off.
I feel like this is going to be fun for our bingers who have been binging the podcast in an effort to catch up to where we are live because they're going to have an advantage now.
Yeah.
And then I feel like everybody else is going to be super excited when we come back. They're going to be like, we missed you. You've been gone for 2 weeks.
Yeah. It just gives us a little bit of time just to catch up on some things. Like get ahead of the
you guys, if you want to make it into a game, go back and listen to some of the earlier episodes and tell us which one is your favorite. Because Laura's got this cringe about the first season because our sound quality was not good. Okay? It was not good. The episodes were good, but we weren't quite ourselves yet. We hadn't like found the formula yet. So if
I was still more like shy, I guess.
She was more shy. If you get bored and you miss us, go back to season 1 and then report back and tell me what you think our strongest episode was.
Phantom Traveler.
Phantom Traveler. Demon
That
Dust.
was such a good episode. Yeah, that was my Demon Dust. I love it.
Yeah. Well, we know Laura's favorite. My favorite, I think,
and Bloody Mary was really good.
Bloody Mary, I think, is quite good. Also, Wendigo, I thought was really good and really funny. There's a lot of funny stuff in Wendigo.
Well, that's a really early one. I definitely wouldn't listen to that far back.
Laura!
Well, I suppose Phantom Traveler was only 4.
While we're on this...
Bugs was the beginning of Frank Wars.
Oh my gosh, it was, yeah. While we're on this tangent, I have 2 things that I wanted to say that I forgot to put in my notes. So this is my preamble ramble, okay? So my preamble ramble is, number 1, it is so weird but so cool how well the astrology lines up. Like when I do the compatibility astrology for our listeners on our Instagram page, which I have done like hundreds now. Okay, that post went crazy viral. So many people have written in. What's crazy about it though is like in our stories and in that one, like I would say like 90 to 99% of people are a match for their favorite, which is eerie and also awesome because it's like you are actually drawn to these people and the stars actually align is wild.
Yeah, that's
okay,
really
so
cool.
I love that. Then the other side of it is I feel like Dean Winchester is low-key a tulpa, because when we played the predictive text game, he kept saying the same thing in many people's phones, okay?
Wow.
These people don't know each other. None of this is planned, but he kept being like, bring me a pizza. Over to the point that the comments are hilarious. Like, you guys should go and find the predictive text post if you haven't read through the comments already. If you have, you probably need to go back because there's been more since last time I checked. I might not even have seen them all because that one blew up so crazy. I don't think it's even showing me everything. The same for the memes one that went insane as well. Like, I don't think it's showing me everything, but we've revived Supernatural Tumblr on our page accidentally because of one of our listeners being awesome. Which I will say more about later because I have a special thanks. So, yeah.
That's funny. I think I've seen some of those comments, but I haven't read all of them.
It's like Bobby says, like the predictive text for Bobby says very Bobby things. Dean is a tulpa, I am convinced. Like, this and other things that I've seen have made me think Dean is a tulpa. Like, the fandom is just so powerful that we've all believed in him so hard for so long that he just exists in a chaos magic kind of way.
And demands food.
And demands food. And Sam stuff was like, most of the Sam ones actually sound like Sam. It was like, let me hold your hand and we'll do research kind of a thing. It's so wild. Like, cute, some of them are gobbledygook, but that's like the minority of them, I think. Like, most of them actually make sense. And I was like shook, y'all. I was shook. So, because it's our 100th episode, I thought that it would just be appropriate to give special thanks to the people who have made the podcast what it is. We have a lot of really special listeners, and I have brain damage, as we all know. So if I forget a name, please know that, like, in my heart and in my mind, you do exist, but I've had so many concussions, guys. Please don't hold it against me. I love you all. I wanted to take a minute to write down, like, the people who've supported us from the beginning, the people who I talk to on a weekly basis on Instagram, the people who have been writing into our stories really frequently, like creating the mailbag with me. Like, we literally have the best listeners in the world ever.
Yeah, definitely.
And I just felt like people really deserved a shout out. So special thanks to Bianca for being our first listener to ever truly write in. She was our first real write in. We love her. She's still here to this day. She gave us a special 100th episode shout out, which I am delighted by. But it's like, how cool is it to be the first person to email in and be like, "Hi guys, I'm really excited." Like, I love her. She really made us believe in ourselves. I think like the first messages that you get are always going to stick with you as really important things.
Yeah, definitely.
Special thanks to Nadine for always having amazing stories and for being one of our first listeners to binge all of our seasons and in an attempt to catch up to us now. Thank you for making Supernatural Gifts a whole thing by resurrecting Supernatural Tumblr on our page. So that's my special thanks. It's Nadine. Nadine did it. Nadine was like, she went into the comments because one of the things that Tumblr used to always do was people would be like, Supernatural, Supernatural, Supernatural. And the Supernatural community would always show up with a completely relevant GIF. We have so many GIFs. It's ridiculous. So she was like, Supernatural, Supernatural, Supernatural on that, like, meme carousel that I did. And everyone came through. Like, I just like replied with a GIF because I thought it would be funny. So I did Crowley being like, "Hello, darling," because I was like, well, that's relevant. And then every other person in the world and their mom replied with a completely relevant Supernatural GIF.
That's amazing.
So we like, it's alive. It's alive. And it's been like, it's, everybody should go and read the comments on that post, honestly, because it's really sweet. There's loads of people being like, "Oh my gosh, I remember this. This is one of my favorite times in history. Like, this is the golden era of Tumblr." It's like really cute. Some of them are really funny. Some of them are hilarious. Like, you'll read them and you'll laugh so hard. So thank you, Nadine, for doing that.
Thank you.
Nadine always sends in stories, and her stories are the best as well. Like, just like really hardcore support. She's, I would say, definitely a friend of mine. Like, I talk to her on a weekly to daily basis. So, like, thank you so much.
Nadine sent in quite a lot for our Halloween episode as well, didn't she?
Nadine did send in a lot for our Halloween episode. Like, a lot of our our please send things in stuff has hinged on Nadine. Nadine's an absolute linchpin of this podcast. Special thanks to Helen for always making me laugh and leaving absolute sunshine in the comments. Another one of our first listeners and our strongest supporters. So Helen has been on Spotify. She has been on Instagram. She is one
Helen
of our
always comments on Spotify, and I love seeing the comments.
We wait and we message each other about Helen's comments. If I get her on Instagram, I message Laura. I'll be like, look at what Helen wrote. And if Laura sees her first on Spotify, she'll be like, look at what Helen wrote. Like, it's a whole thing. We love you, Helen. Thank you so much for being one of our listeners. Thank you for being there from the beginning and supporting us. You have really helped shape this podcast.
Yeah, thank you.
A special thank you to Beck for sending in the best notes and leaving sick comments always. Beck is the best. Thank you so much to all the ladies at the SPNverse, and also to Nessa for always being brilliant, hilarious, and for making the supernatural fandom space on Instagram feel like family from day one.
Yeah, definitely.
The SPNverse like picked us up from the beginning and shared us to their stories so much. They still shout us out to this day. They're literally just lovely, lovely human beings.
Yeah.
And they really believe in the SPN family. They really believe like family don't end in blood. They try so hard to make it such a positive space. And I really think that the reason why the fandom is by and large so chill and so positive on Instagram is because of their influence and the way that they run things. They're always happy to support an account no matter how small it is. And like, they've never been about numbers. They've always been about quality. And they've really lifted up so many people at the beginning of their journey and made them believe in themselves, I think. Because it is a big deal if a really big account gives you a shout out or acts like they believe in you right at the start when no one knows who the hell you are. Like, it really helps you be like, oh, maybe I can make something.
They definitely made us believe in ourselves.
For sure, 100%. We're like, why is this huge account? Why do they care what we have to say? What's happening? We didn't know. We were like, what the hell? And they've
like, had our back when like they've had our back when like actually I don't know if I want to say it. When we had all that.
Yeah, no, I'll say it. I won't name names, but I could. They've had our back when other accounts much larger than ours have stolen our reels and content because they were popular. So they've stolen our shit because it was popular and passed it off like it was theirs. Yeah, and I could name names because I have screenshots, so it's not liable. I'm not going to do it because I'm a lady currently, but don't tempt me, people. I always get the receipts. Thank you to the Prophecy Girls podcast for being our first big podcast guest. Thank you so much, you guys.
Yeah.
You were so much fun, and you saying yes to Laura's pitch made us think that we could do this podcasting thing.
Yeah.
Because that was another really big first moment for us.
That was really exciting.
Because Prophecy Girls podcast is a big podcast. Yeah. And Laura was like, I really like this podcast. I'm a big fan of them.
Yeah, I'm an actual fan of them.
They have the same sense of humor as us. Go and listen to an episode, and if you like them, like, I really think we should ask them to come on the podcast. And I was like, are you crazy? And then I was like, yeah, okay, I will try. I was like, we've just got to remember to not be disappointed if they say no.
Yeah.
And she was like, I did it. I sent the email. And then Corey and staff were like the loveliest girls ever.
They're so good, yeah.
We got on so well. Their guest episode is absolutely amazing.
And Kara's like an actual fan of Supernatural. Like,
yeah, Kara is the best.
She's so knowledgeable of it all. And like, you two could just talk about it forever. And I'm like, I can't listen because there's spoilers.
I literally keep meaning to message her on Instagram, but I keep forgetting how to like open the topic. Which I know sounds so dumb, but I'm like, I need to nerd out with her about Supernatural. Cara, if you're listening, it's your invitation. Jump in our inbox. My next special thanks is to Carly for being our first ever guest and an always support from day one. She is my super cool bestie who makes me feel super cool because she's my friend. Like, do you guys ever have those people in your life? You're like, you think you're like, you look at them and you're like, you're too cool for me. But they're still your friend and you feel cooler because they have chosen you. Carly's
That's how
like
I felt
when
I first started talking to you.
No. I am shooketh. Also, I like how she used the past tense, not anymore. But that's because my ribs hurt from laughing. I'm like holding myself together.
Yeah, you're so not cool anymore.
Oh. Okay, fun fact, guys. If you have Ehlers-Danlos, you should not laugh really hard while you're bent over in a weird position. No, Laura doesn't think I'm cool anymore, so.
I did. Well, actually, no, I did say that just now, but that was a joke.
You literally just said it.
Yeah, I didn't mean
it. It's on the record. No, I think what she means maybe is that I have helped her find her confidence a bit more, so she thinks she's super cool now too. And we're just super cool.
I don't think I'm super cool.
As soon as I said it, I knew that she's English and that she would immediately say no, but her self-confidence is a lot higher, and I'm going to give myself some credit for that. Not all of it, because that would be rude, but I give myself some credit for that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but thank you, Carly. Also, I love you too.
We both love you. Thank you for producing that episode. She has a producer's credit on one of our episodes.
Oh, yeah.
She earned it. She's the best. We're definitely going to have her on again at some point because she is a delight.
So fun.
Actually, Carly was not my first podcast experience ever, but probably my second and most formative. And she's the reason why anyone wanted to podcast with me, because she was going on podcasts and then she was taking me with her as her friend / guest. And we were doing things together. And then other people got in their head, oh, Joy does podcasting well. I should ask her to do a podcast. And Laura just beat everybody else to the punch, basically.
Yeah. Sucks to be you.
So Carly is a huge part of why this podcast exists.
Yeah.
So yeah, thank you for that, Carly. Special thanks to Wally for being such a dude. You were and are a huge guest for us to land. Mm-hmm. You are kind, hilarious, and understand all of my nerdy references, and that is so rare. Your episode is to this day one of my favorite of all of our episodes. You are the GOAT. You encourage everyone around you to dream bigger and believe in themselves. And we need more people like you in the world.
Yeah. Oh, that's really sweet. And we want you to go on again.
Well, hopefully he will be coming on again.
Yeah.
In the not too distant future. So everybody look forward to that. To SPNFamily for making me read and love fan fiction. You are such a talented writer. Keep it up. Because I knew about the supernatural fan fiction because I used to go on Tumblr, right? Mm-hmm. So I knew it was a thing, and I've read cross sections of it for funsies. But I have never actually read fan fiction. Like, I've never gone on a website. I've never read a story start to finish. I've only ever seen excerpts that people were highlighting online, being like, "Oh my god, this is so beautiful," or "Oh my god, this is so cringe," or just like the highlighted stuff from the internet, right? So I've never properly read fan fiction before this. So she's the person who actually got me to read fan fiction. And it just so happens that I really enjoy hers. And I'm actually, in one of our episodes coming up, she's written something new that is absolutely fucking fantastic. It just like blew my mind. So she's given me permission to read a couple more excerpts from that. So we have that to look forward to again. So you're welcome in advance. And also thank you again.
Yeah, thanks. I miss the fact that I can't.
You can read this one because there aren't spoilers in it.
Oh. Yeah, I get annoyed that I can't read any fan fiction and stuff because I have to avoid spoilers. I can't wait until we like finish this run through and then we start it all over again, and then I can do all the stuff.
Yeah. Laura's like, after we finish this 6 years, we're gonna do another. We'll be here for 12 years at least.
We're gonna be a true rewatch the second time.
I swear to God, if by that time we haven't ever spoken to Jensen or Jared, I'm gonna be so sad. Okay, so Special thanks to Jenny and Dawn of Spirits and Supernatural, both for being the first podcast to ask us on as guests. And also for being our sister podcast. You are both talented, kind, and amazing people. And Jenny, I love our DMs. Because they were like the first one of the first podcasts where we realized that like there are genuinely like female-led podcasts who are not about competition, who literally just want to build each other up, and it's like women supporting women. We can be in the same niche, we can be covering the same show, and we don't have to be stepping on each other's toes or be jealous or petty or anything. Like we've had such a positive, friendly, lovely experience with both of them.
Definitely.
Their account,
supporting women.
Exactly. Their account is a little bit smaller than it should be, in my opinion. If you guys have not yet followed them, please do go follow them. They are on everything. They're on Facebook. They're on Instagram. They're on TikTok. And I believe their handle is Spirits and Supernatural on every platform that they're on. So if you guys do not yet follow them, please go and give them a follow for sure.
Yeah, definitely do. They definitely deserve more like recognition for what they're doing.
100%. They're a really entertaining podcast. They're really good people, really kind-hearted people. They're just so lovely. So absolutely go and follow them if you haven't yet. You'll really enjoy their content, I think. Special thanks to Navia, or as I will now refer to her, Dr. Supernatural.
Dr. Fangirl.
Dr. Fangirl. Yeah, I know. I thought of Dr. Supernatural, and I was like, oh, that's really fun as well. We'll just keep throwing her doctorate titles. Thank you for all of your support, witty comments, and guest spots. You are our favorite fangirl/fandom psychologist, genius, and we love you.
Yeah. Sorry, that was a really weird reaction.
That was cute. No, Navia is one of the best ever. And I'm really grateful to everybody who was like, go check out her page. And then her page grew. She's currently at 200 something, I think. I really want to see it go up. Please help it to go up. If you have not already followed her, please do follow her. She is amazing.
Another account that deserves a lot more recognition.
Yeah, for sure. People are definitely sleeping on Spirits and Supernatural, and they're also sleeping on Navia's account. And that's silliness. Immediately fix that. So to Vaya, special thanks. Thank you for being so cool from day one. Always there with the funniest comments, always such smart insights. You've made me do spit takes. You make me so happy. Thank you so much. Special thanks to Leah. It feels like you were here from day one. Thank you for cheering us on and adding to my Delulu boss babe energy. You are awesome. Because Leah's one of the people that I've been messaging in the DMs being like, I just delusionally tagged Sarah Gamble in our story. And she's like, Delulu is the Salulu. We just cheer each other up. We're just like, yes, do it. Navia is also a good hype girl, to be fair. Like, I'll occasionally rock up to Navia and be like, guess what I just did? She'll be like, what? What did you do? Who did you tag? So yeah, just we have the best listeners ever.
Yeah, and we're also manifesting Sarah Gamble coming on.
we are low key and high key. I feel like
just gotta put that out there as an actual manifestation.
Yeah, I love that. I love that for us. To my Canadian bestie, thank you for your guest spot. I really admire you for always looking for the way forward. She's always trying to make life better. She's always trying to change structures. She's always trying to fight power structures that are hurting people, keeping people down. She's a huge believer in equity, and I admire her so much. So I'm so grateful that she did her special guest spot on our mental health episode. That meant so much to me. And I've gotten actually so many people writing in to say that they really appreciated that episode, and they really appreciated the special guests, which Navia was obviously a huge part of that as our resident psychologist, or Dr. Fangirl, as Laura likes to say. Special thanks to Mel. Thank you for being supportive and witty as fuck at all times, even when the world is actually on fire. Special thanks to Gabriella. Thank you for always caring about what I have to say and adding infernal whimsy to my vocabulary. Special thanks to Emily for all of her awesome replies and write-ins. Special thanks to Amber Peterson. Thank you for being an incredible support, for making brilliant stuff, and for collaborating with us. To Mary Benz, thank you for being our fact checker and for being with us from so early on. Your passion for supernatural is inspiring.
Yeah, that right.
And finally, thank you to all of our listeners. You all make this podcast what it is, and we appreciate you.
Yeah, we really do appreciate you. And I might as well just add in here a little call to action, if you don't mind. If you enjoy our podcast, please go and rate and review wherever you listen, because that is going to really help us.
We're so close to one of our goals with our 5-star reviews. We've been really blessed in that all of the reviews that everybody's left has always been 5 stars. But for the amount of people who have joined us, many of you have not yet left a review. So if you really do like the podcast, that is a huge way that you can help us out without having to do anything much. You don't even have to say anything. You can just rate us 5 stars. Rating and reviewing is obviously like the best, but I understand that some people are shy. So if you're super shy, you don't have to say anything. That's fine. You can just like hit the stars. Thank you so much. That would be amazing. We would love that. I'll flip my lid too. Like if for your own personal amusement, I would say do it just because you will get to see my meltdown later when I like rock back up and there's a bunch of like ratings. And I'll be like, Laura, guess what? And it will be truly unhinged glee. So there's that you have to look forward to.
And obviously we are mainly on, like, we are hosted through Spotify, but there's a lot more people who are listening on Apple Podcasts now, and we can get onto there. And I've actually realized that you can't leave comments on Apple Podcasts. You can just rate and review, but that will be really, really helpful on that platform too.
Yeah, I guess the thing is like, on a podcast, you sort of live and die by people's interactions on the actual podcast platforms. And we're kind of remiss in our calls to action for stuff like that. We're always like, come on Instagram. And you guys do. And you're fucking amazing. Yeah. And we love you. But we've realized recently, Laura was like, by the way, Joy, should we actually tell them about these other places? Seriously? Should we actually make an effort? So please do go onto whatever your streaming platform of choice is, and please leave us some stars.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you very much. What's the next category?
Mailbag.
So the first thing that I have for us is a follow-up from Nadine about her ghost story at work. So for anyone who somehow missed the other ghost story, basically she's working alone in this building at night, and it's like a residential area. There are multiple people there, right? And she was awoken to a very strange sound at midnight. She goes downstairs. She's by herself at midnight, and the radio turned itself on. She has a conversation with some of the people who've been working in this building for a very long time and is like, what the fuck is this place haunted? And they're like, by the way, there was a gentleman prankster who lived here who died on this date. And we're near this date. And this is the exact same kind of thing that he would do. So maybe he's a ghost here now. We don't know. And then we had some fun banter, and she was like, what supernatural episode should I watch on my shift? And I was like, you should put on Hell House. Maybe it'll entertain the ghost, because that's where Prank Wars is, right? And she was like, that was a great time. And then she came back to me and she was like, well, it must have been so good because I didn't really get any activity. So he must have just been chilling watching the episode. I don't know. Maybe it's not haunted. Maybe it was just a one-off. But I was like, but we were both like, how do you explain the radio turning itself on by itself, though? You can't explain it. And the way that the building is laid out, no one could have gotten past her without her noticing. So now the follow-up. She says, hey, Joy, I think I might have heard the ghost last night or rather early this morning. I was sitting in the office and there's some leaves on the ground. It was rather windy, but it sounded like footsteps at one point. And I switched off the lights to see who was walking outside, but there was no one. It continued for several minutes.
Ooh, that's creepy.
Just absolutely no one there. And then she wrote back. She was like, that wasn't very descriptive. Let me do better. She was like, I don't think I communicated what I wanted to. So she said, for further context, there's a parking lot in front of our office window. And it's multiple windows. So there's not really an obstructed view or anything. Like, you can see everything. And there are two combined into one cell as well, which is like one area. This is where I parked my car. It's not a huge parking lot. but it's a concreted area. So she goes on to say that there aren't really that many leaves. So it's not like anything is obscuring her view. There's some leaves blowing around, but not a lot. Nothing that would explain the sound. And it was windy. So she thought that it was normal that the leaves would be blowing around the way that they were. And then something kind of caught her eye and she thought it was a bit suspicious. But then it sounded like there were footsteps, like there was someone out there when there shouldn't have been anyone outside. So she's getting a little bit scared and she switches off all the lights because she didn't want whoever had walked outside to see her. So she turns all the lights off and there's no one there. And the footsteps continue while there is literally no one there making the sound. And it is now just outside the window where she is standing. And she went and switched angles to see around all the darkest corners of the window to just make sure. Because you know when it's like dark outside and you have to make it dark inside so that you can actually see outside?
Because otherwise you just get a mirror of inside.
Exactly. So she's counteracting that. She's looking through every angle and there's literally no one there. And it confused the hell out of her, honestly. And she's like, well, when you get to the point where you're switching lights off because you're not sure if someone's outside seeing in, that's the point where it gets real, don't you think?
Yeah.
Yeah. And that's the end of the story. And I was like, oh, that is spooky.
Yeah.
That is scary.
Thank you for the update because I've been wondering about that.
Yeah, thank you, Nadine. That was amazing as per usual. Obviously, we can't wait to hear the next installment of this. So
yeah,
let us know what happens next. Yeah. Okay, so the next section of the mailbag is all the hot takes that people wrote in. So I asked them to write in their overall opinions of Supernatural. Like they had something they wanted to express, let us know. If they have a hot take, pass that on. And if they have special 100th episode messages to put those in. So that's what we have. So I've got them in sections. So the first one is from Baby Doll Emily. And on Instagram, that's bbydoll.emily. And she says, my favorite seasons were 1 through 5, but after that, some had weird storylines and made no sense. And I was like, that's a hot take. And she was like, not really, because I feel like everyone agrees. And I said, actually, wait for it. Because there are a lot of brand new baby fans who have never found Supernatural until like the year of our Lord 2025. And they really like the last seasons. Like some of them actually prefer the last seasons. So this can now be considered a hot take. But yeah, let us know. Are you guys seasons 1 through 5 or are you guys 6 and after? Like what's your favorite?
Well, at the moment, I am 1 to 5.
Yeah, me too. Laura's like, I'm 1 through 5. That's all I've ever seen.
That's all I've ever seen.
Okay, so our next hot take is from Spirits and Supernatural from Jenny specifically. She wrote this. This is so funny the way she wrote this out. She wrote, okay, hot take. Castiel was useless after season 5. In parentheses, this is Jenny's opinion only. Crying, laughing.
Still not agree.
I don't think Dawn agrees. And I also think she's like, this is only me. Please don't blame the entire podcast for my hatred of Castiel. Because she like legitimately after season 5, she's like, I cannot stand that dude. And I'm like, what do you mean? We're still in season 5 though. But like I've seen everything and I don't think I feel that way. Like I will say that before this rewatch, I think I liked him less than I like him now because I remember really feeling like season 1 was the best season and I really preferred it when it was just the brothers before they started adding side characters. But I don't feel that way anymore. I love Castiel so much right now. Like I've never been as big of a fan of Castiel as I am now on this watch. So
I like Inspector Gadget.
Yeah, our Inspector Gadget. We're gonna have to wait and see as we go forward. But I don't think that my opinion's going to change. No. And I don't think Laura's opinion's going to change either. So I feel like Jenny might be alone on a cliff somewhere. Well, not totally alone. There are people who do not like Castiel after season 5, but I don't think we're going to be those girls.
No. That reminds me, actually, we had a comment on Spotify from Jenny, and I need to read this out because it was something that was so obvious that we missed.
Oh, no. What did we do?
In Sam Interrupted. You know when they're talking about the elephants, the Dr. Barber or whatever.
Yeah.
She says, So another great episode. I really appreciate you delving into mental health and talking to some experts. That was really cool. But ladies, the hands down best line was, I don't know, I don't have any elephant books. Because the first time you watch it, you think he's going to say, I don't have any children. But he says, I don't have any elephant books. And then she says, I'm laughing just reading my comment about it because it's so funny. We totally missed that.
I think I would just take it in stride because it feels like such a Dean thing to say to me personally, because Dean is such a giant child. Like, he likes childish things. He loves Scooby-Doo. He loves I would not be surprised if somewhere in the back of the Impala there's some like somewhat kid-like books. It wouldn't shock me, honestly.
No.
But yeah, I love that. Thank you so much for writing in, Jenny. Okay, so going along with this sort of similar vibe-ish, the next hot take was written by Alanya Seves, I think is how you pronounce that. So that is ALAINSEVEY on Instagram. And I wrote, I don't ship Castiel, and I actually really like the finale. Honestly, burn. Burn forever. That's so wrong. No, I'm kidding. I am on the exact opposite side of this from you, though. Like, I hate the finale with the Fire of 1,000 Suns, and I actually have found myself shockingly really liking Castiel. Like, I started out thinking that it was dumb. I started out thinking that I didn't really like Castiel that much, and I just wanted to watch seasons 1 through 3 and like rinse and repeat for the rest of my life. That is honestly what I thought. Okay. Now I'm like, Castiel is amazing. Dean is clearly bisexual, and I hate the finale. I never liked the finale, to be fair, but I like literally hate the finale so much.
I cannot comment.
Yeah,
on the finale.
How do you feel about Castiel so far?
I still think I'm all in. I think it should be a thing, and
yeah,
I'm still not 100% convinced that it is on Dean's part, but definitely Cass definitely loves Dean.
Sure.
And he's so cute about it.
Yeah. It's amazing too from how early on that happens. And it's just
I love how he looks at Dean. So cute.
Yeah. It is amazing. So thank you very much, Elenia. We really appreciate you writing in.
Yeah, thank you.
I don't personally agree with you, but it's cool to have opposite perspectives on the podcast. So thank you for your hot take. If you agree, let us know. And we will burn you. No, I'm kidding. Burn you together. Nah. We'll give you a hug and a cookie and a gold star for being brave and having your own opinions. I actually really like it when people disagree with us low-key because
I love hearing other perspectives of things.
I like hearing the opposite perspective from mine. It's nice. And also I like that it shows that like everything I say is joking, obviously. Like,
yeah,
I like that we can get along. I like that we can have banter with each other. I'm really happy to listen to people when they're like, oh, I don't like this, because sometimes they'll tell me more about why they feel that way, and I'll finally get the other perspective.
Yeah, understanding people's reasoning for things.
Exactly. It's nice to get the nuance in things.
Yeah.
So that we're not just thinking in black and white, like this is right and this is wrong. And I also like being a neutral space in the fandom too, because like we have our thoughts and our opinions, but the podcast is never going to be like, no, you're wrong. Yeah. Except for on Abandon All Hope, you're not allowed to think that Joe and Dean don't have chemistry. That's the only thing. That's that one episode we said no. Every other episode, absolutely.
I liked those. We should have more hot takes. Please send them in.
Hot takes are really fun. Yeah. You can send us hot takes on Supernatural any day of the week, either on Instagram in the DMs, or you can comment on Spotify, or you can email us and just put hot take in the subject matter.
Yeah.
The next section of the mailbag is people who wrote in, but I can't read it to you because it's spoilers, but I want to give them credit for writing in. So on Instagram, fantasy_nerd2048, really cool name, really cool person, like messaged back and forth a little bit, wrote in something, and see, this is my fault because I should have told you guys that you could talk about stuff from seasons 1 through 5, but I didn't really clarify. And so now some of these things are spoilers. So what I'm going to do is I am going to save all of them and put them in their appropriate mailbags for like when we get to a place where we can talk about it. So it won't not get spoken about. Don't worry. But I just wanted to say thank you so much for writing. And I actually really like your hot take. I'm excited for Laura to get to a place where she can react to it. Wally, you know the format of this podcast. I love you so much.
Did Wally do spoilers?
Wally also did spoilers.
It's a good job I wasn't reading the comments.
To be fair, this is like stories and stuff.
Oh, yeah.
So I saved them, but I didn't repost them. I don't think. But like Wally gave me such a hot take, and it's such a good hot take, and we're gonna have to wait so long to get to it. I feel like as penance, you're gonna have to come on the podcast again and just discuss this in person, okay, and explain yourself. But this is a great hot take. I really I'm excited for it. Gonna be a minute, but you know we'll get there. The next person is Poisonella. So, I didn't say Wally. I feel like everybody knows who Wally is, but like, Wally is the Wallyverse on Instagram. He's the best. He's the best ever. I feel like everyone's already following Wally, but if you're not following Wally, what are you doing? Go follow him. He's hilarious. Poisonella is Poisonella _green. So like the word poison, then Ella, like the name, and then _green on Instagram. Again, an amazing note, which I cannot say in front of Laura. So I will also my fault for not saying what seasons we were covering. So I will come back and I will put that in the appropriate season because this is one of my favorite write-ins. You guys are amazing. We only got good write-ins, to be honest with you. There's nothing here that's not good. Let me see. Is that the last of the spoilers? Oh no. Okay. So May.be home, as in like be and home. May.be home wrote a great one as well. That I'm really excited to discuss when we get there. But that was also a spoiler, unfortunately. It's my fault. Sorry, guys. Yeah, and that's the last of the spoilers. So, shout outs to all of y'all. Thank you so much for writing in for the 100th episode.
Yeah, thanks for writing in.
We will absolutely shout you out again and add you into the mailbag again when we get to the those seasons, basically. And it'll be really fun because I'll be like, Laura, do you remember when it was our 100th episode? And I said you had to wait. And she'll be like, yeah. She's like, I have to wait for everything. I'll be like, we're finally here. We can talk about these comments.
Yeah, if anyone has any hot takes for season 5 specifically, we can add those into our end of season 5 wrap-up episode. So send those in.
Okay, so the next category in the mailbag is the 100th episode messages and also just cool stuff that happened over the last week where I was like, I'm totally mentioning this. So Sarah Gamble is like in our stories. She like sees our stories, guys. She's seen our stories. And she sometimes adds our replies to her story. And it's just cool. It's cool as all get out. Cool. I especially loved the solution is matriarchy post that she did. That was amazing.
I saw that one as well. That was good.
I'll never ever get over that. That made my whole year. She's the best, basically. And then also we got one of those chart like podcast services. They write into your podcast every once in a while and they'll tell you where you're ranked because they want you to pay for the service so that you know where you're ranked at all times on all platforms. We're not going to do that because we're cheap. But we do now know that we're ranked number 37 in the top 40, basically, like above 40 out of 1,309 TV and film podcasts on Apple. We are number 37. So cool. Laura really needs to, figure out how Apple works.
Well, it works. We're on there.
Also, Threads, Laura, please.
I don't know what that is.
Oh my god. This is what I'm working with, you guys. This is what's happened here. Anyway, thank you very much to all of our Apple listeners because you charted us, and that's awesome.
Thank you.
Thank you. We were not expecting that. So, next section is the 100th episode specific ones. So, thank you very much to everybody who wrote in to tell us how happy they were. So, the first one is from SPN.Swifty, my girl. She wrote 100th episode ? Exclamation point. Congrats! Exclamation point. Exclamation. No. Exclamation point. So happy you reached such a milestone. Let's go for 100 more.
Yeah.
And I was like, my heart. This is so cute. Thank you so much. That meant a lot to both of us.
Yeah, definitely. Well, if we complete it, which we're planning to, it's going to be like over 300, isn't it?
Yeah. Yeah, which will be fun. Helody 65 on Instagram, our girl Helen, wrote, I love your podcasts and really look forward to listening every week. Love you guys. And then the little heart hands emoji. We love you too.
Aww.
You're one of our favorites.
Yeah.
Poisonella wrote in, congratulations on the 100th. To pair Crowley's infernal whimsy, I'll add Cass's heavenly swag, which I love. So basically what happened was A.D. Peterson and I did a funny reel together, and it was an edit. And what it is it's the blooper where Crowley is saying to Sam, there's just the small matter of my fee. And then he flaps his coat open dramatically and does a funny pose. So I wrote like dramatic flaps. And she said, I need more infernal whimsy in my life. And I was like, I'm sorry. That is the most fun thing that anyone has ever said, ever. She says, I'm going to start adding more of Crowley's flair on my daily life just to increase my infernal whimsy, is her actual quote. And I was just like, we should all know about infernal whimsy and we should all be doing this.
Yeah, definitely.
So you're the best. Thank you. So yeah, to pair with that, she says that Castiel has heavenly swag, and he does, like, absolutely. Especially in his entrance, like his first ever entrance, that is heavenly swag for sure. Also, when he uses Meg as a human bridge, that's heavenly swag in my opinion. You guys feel free to write in and tell us what you think Castiel's heavenly swag is, especially Navia, because you are such a Cast girl. You must have an answer for heavenly swag. J2SPN fan on Instagram. Another one of our favorites, another bestie, says, congrats guys, I've enjoyed the journey and I am looking forward to many more.
I
know, right?
I feel like I'm just gonna say to everything.
I know you will. Laura's broken. Navia wrote beyond proud with a purple heart emoji. I know. When I first saw that, I'm not gonna lie, I got a little emotional. There may have been a mist in my eyeballs.
Thanks, Navia.
Thank you. We love you. Thank you, Dr. Fangirl. Dr. Supernatural.
If you don't like us calling you that, please tell me and I'll stop.
I'm not at blame. She started it and I just went along with it because it's entertaining on the podcast. I think it's cute too. I don't think she minds. Okay, so at Pizza Bianca. So Bianca says, this podcast made my commute to community college, all caps, fun and less lonely. Heart.
It's so strange to think people like listen to us in their car. Or like, on a train, however they were commuting. But yeah.
Yeah, no, we've gotten a lot more messages, both written and also some voice notes telling us like, yay, the episode is dropped. I'm listening to this on my way into work or something. And it's just like really nice because we're like part of people's lives.
Yeah. That's sweet.
It is sweet. So SPN Swifty wrote in and said, happy 100th episode. So glad to have found the podcast and thanks to your great work. I now can enjoy a weekly dose of SPN again, even though it's not following the show release schedule. She says in parentheses, I miss that era. Keep it up. Love you both so much.
Aw, thanks.
We love you too. Bushel and Beck just gave us 3 hearts. Which is adorable. It's just all love.
Yeah,
I was like,
thanks, Beck.
So cute. Thank you, Beck. We love you too. So Nadine is Nana and then KOCHT82 on Instagram. And she wrote, I love the most that it brings people together still, and also that it is my comfort and home, as in like the show, like Supernatural brings people home. And that I think also, I suppose there's an element of that with the podcast in there, but I think that's a great point to make about Supernatural. Like, it does bring people home. It makes people feel comfortable and happy, which is ironic because it's such a dark show. And then there's this one from Helen. So Helody65 on Instagram, she writes, "Hi, I keep meaning to email. I just put it in here at the moment, so I hope that's okay. I don't know if this is a hot take, lol, but I didn't really like the episode changing channels the first time I watched it. In my defense, I just had my first COVID jab that day and was feeling unwell. I should have just gone to bed, lol. Rewatched it later, enjoyed it, and now I love it. I think I was hooked on Supernatural from the go. My daughter and me started watching it around January 2021 and ended up binge watching it, lol. I remember her saying that we had to watch it and let's give it a go, as she'd bought the DVD's box set, and I've never been the same since." Laughing emoji. "It's made me obsessed like some teenager, haha, and I'm not exactly young. I must have been 55 when I first watched it. I'm now 60! Exclamation point. Oh my god, shocked emoji. But I've bought all sorts of Supernatural related bedding, cushions, t-shirts, ornaments, drawings, photos, and handmade crochet and plush dolls. My grown-up kids think it's really funny that I do that."
Oh, that's sweet.
"I remember when first watching, I kept saying, hey, I love these two, about Sam and Dean. I found Dean hilarious and their relationship so funny at times. Other times it had me in tears." Emotional crying emoji.
Aww.
"I absolutely adore your podcast. Best ever. I was so excited when I came across you both to learn that you were going to be doing a rewatch podcast. It's been and it is still amazing and brilliant. Thank you so much for doing this." And then she gave us applause hands and then heart hands.
Thanks, Helen.
That is one of my favorite messages. It's just like so thoughtful, and I'm so grateful to her for taking the time to write that. She wrote us like 3 pages in the DMs. Yeah. She's the best.
It's nice that it's become such a big part of your life as well, like the show.
Yeah, I love that. Same. So the next section in the mailbag, to close out the mailbag for the 100th episode, is the opinions. So I am now going to read you everybody's Supernatural opinions that got written in. So, first up, we have It's Crimson Sonata, spelled its.crimson.sonata on Instagram, who writes, "The Scooby Natural episode proved Supernatural could literally work in any universe," which, yes, fact. That is not an opinion. That is a fact.
I've got to wait ages to watch that.
Yeah, you've got to wait forever and a day. So the next opinion comes from Samuel_00_AM. Sam writes, "Sam's childhood is often undermined compared to Dean just because he rebelled." And like, I mean, I can definitely see that. I feel like Dean had a terrible childhood in so many different ways. I'm not sure if Sam's is worse, but I'm sure at points there were times when it was worse because John gets the information about what's happened and kind of blames Sam a little bit, it feels like. He knows about the demon blood. He's the one who starts the freak narrative about Sam, I think. So I think it's pretty fair to say that Sam's childhood is undermined. It was undermined for sure. You guys should know that I'm like fighting against the urge to defend Dean. I'm just gonna let that stand.
I mean, Dean was completely messed up by John's parenting as well, so
yeah. I'm trying to think of like if I would say that Sam's is worse than Dean, because like I see the point. I like legitimately see the point, and it may be true, but I because I'm like so Dean oriented, all I think about is like how he was so parentified and he gave up his food for Sam and all these other things, and like probably he gave up his whole childhood so that he could raise Sam in a lot of ways. I don't know which is worse. Like I don't know which.
Because it's like different. They're both bad in different ways.
They're both bad. Yeah. They're both really bad in different ways. I don't know which one. I think it comes down to what you personally think is worse, whether you think being the freak of the family is worse and like the black sheep and pushed outside. Or whether you think being always told what to do and how to be and molded after a parent to where you don't have your own self-esteem or identity. And then you also give up your whole childhood to raise a sibling that you love, but then your father pits you against the sibling that you love, or like tries to in certain
See, they're
ways.
so different. It's hard to quantify, isn't it? It's
I know.
hard to,
I don't know. I literally can't pick which one is more heartbreaking. Like they're both really bad.
They are both bad.
I don't know. The opinion definitely stands. Like,
yeah, definitely.
we can't choose. So the next opinion is from Ms. _Crumbleby. Or is it Crumbleby? Yeah. So Ms. _ and then the word crumble and then the word B. Bzz. What? This is how I tell people what the word. I'm dyslexic. It's fine. So Ms. B writes, Dean will forever be our cutie pie, and that's also a fact.
Yeah.
I love that one. And that's it. That's the mailbag.
Thanks everyone for writing in.
Thank you so much. That was amazing.
Well, that was a huge mailbag segment. Thank you guys for sending them all in.
Yeah, thank you so much to everybody who wrote in for that. That was amazing. I didn't realize there was going to be that many. Like I thought,
no.
I thought it was sort of less than that. But when I was reading them out, I was like, wow, there's a lot here. And that was so cool.
10 minutes of the episode.
Alrighty. So, Laura, do you have some games for us to play?
Yeah, so I thought I would just bring some fun quizzes that we could do that are, I think they're going to be podcast friendly. So like some of them are BuzzFeed quizzes and some of them are from quotev.com. I will put all the links to them in our show notes in case you want to try them out yourselves.
Oh yeah, if you guys do play, send us your answers in.
Yeah, that's what you got. So the first one is, could you be a hunter? And this is kind of a quiz that only one of us could do. So I've already done it and I got yes. Spoiler alert.
Oh, nice.
So
okay.
Now we're going to see what you get, Joy.
She says it competitively. I want everyone to note that down. Okay, let's go. Hit me.
So this is a BuzzFeed quiz and it's, do you have what it takes to be a hunter on Supernatural? So question 1, Joy. How do you kill a vampire? And the multiple choice, by the way. Do you burn it? Decapitation? Silver knife dipped in lamb's blood, or a wooden stake?
Decapitation.
Yeah, and it will just tell us.
She was disappointed. Did you hear how disappointed she was that I got that right?
And it doesn't tell us what the right answer is. It will just tell you if you, I suppose, if you got them right, you'll be a hunter later.
Yeah.
What is your weapon of choice?
You just
Gun.
Spawn in wearing plaid. Plaid power.
What is your weapon of choice? A gun, intelligence, the Colt, or a knife?
The Colt.
I think that's what I put when I did this.
I say go big or go home, honestly. I'm going to choose the most powerful weapon in the supernatural universe, clearly.
Although I like how intelligence must be like a reference to Sam.
Wow, rude.
Oh, come on.
Okay, firstly, even if I wasn't going to defend Dean, which I clearly am, I think I said offend.
You're going to offend him. Yeah.
First of all, even if I wasn't going to defend Dean, which I clearly am, you're forgetting about Bobby. Bobby?
Well, yeah, but yeah. I don't know how deep this
Listen, you started the banter. I'm just here to finish the banter. That's all I'm saying.
I didn't mean it to be such a controversial statement. Okay. I don't understand this one because I don't think it must be reference to something that hasn't happened yet. How do you kill a Jefferson starship? Decapitation, burn it, exercise it, silver bullet.
I don't remember this either. So you could just put me down for a random one.
Do you want to go
burn it? Burn it?
Okay.
Burn it.
I had no idea what that was about.
I'm not going to Google it because that's cheating. But later I'll have to look and see if I remember it right.
Are you in a relationship? Married, dating, single, other? I don't know what this has got to do with being a hunter. How do you kill a djinn? Wooden stake, silver billet, burn it, silver knife dipped in lamb's blood.
Silver knife dipped in lamb's blood.
I know who you're going to choose for this one. Choose a hunting partner. Sam, Dean, Cass, Crowley.
I want to choose someone to be contrary, but I can't do it. It has to be Dean.
I'd already clicked it. Who do you trust? Family, everybody, nobody, or friends?
Well, my friends are my family, so I'm just going to say family.
I put nobody for this, by the way. Okay. Yep, you got definitely... are you sure you aren't a hunter already? You know how to kill monsters and have the characteristics to be an amazing hunter. Sam and Dean would be proud.
Yay! That made me happy.
That's the result I got as well. I wonder if it's just all that. You just all get hunters.
No, I don't think so. I think if you get the how to kill things wrong, you probably don't.
Maybe I'll try that later and see what
I think that's probably what the deciding factor is. But now I need to Google. I'm not going to tell you, obviously, because it'll be spoilers, but I need to Google if I got one of those right.
The Jefferson Starship. Mm-hmm.
I got it wrong. It's decapitation with a silver blade. That makes me so sad. I didn't remember it. In my defense, though, I've only watched that season one time, so that's fine.
Is it really far?
It is pretty far, yeah.
Oh. Okay, so which one do you want to do next? Do you want to do which character are you, or who is your SPN boyfriend?
SPN boyfriend, obviously.
Okay.
Oh, you guys, I have such a fun idea, because if you're listening to this and the links are in our show note, you could, I should have said this at the beginning, but you could open it up and play with us.
Yeah, play along with us. So question 1, what is an example of your dream date? A picnic under the stars, stay in, eat junk food and watch an endless amount of movies, road trip, or a romantic dinner date at an expensive restaurant?
Honestly, stay in, eat junk food and watch an endless amount of movies.
Yeah, that sounds good. What's your comfort food? Sweets, alcohol, pie, or anything?
Pie.
That could be anything. Number 3, favorite place to do it. We've got the bed, of course, the backseat of a car, the shower, or the closet, or anywhere possible. I nearly missed that one.
These are a lot of options. I'm gonna say honestly that if I was in the world of Supernatural, it would be the Impala that I would want.
So the backseat of the car.
Yeah.
What do you notice first in a man? Their personality, their body or their looks, their clothes, or their eyes?
Eyes.
Or their hair.
Eyes. Always eyes.
Eyes, yeah. Favorite genre of music out of these? Singer-songwriter. That's not a genre of music. Alternative, classic rock, or pop.
Either classic rock or rock.
Let's go classic rock. Especially because I'm guessing you're going to try and get Dean.
Well, that plus I probably listen to more classic rock than I do actual rock.
I would have so far as well. I think I would have had the same answers. So I don't choose one myself. 6. Would you die or kill for the person you love? Yes or no? What is a turn on of yours? Quirkiness, leadership, dominance, pain, aggression, humor.
I'm gonna actually be really honest and say aggression. Because I feel like we all know. We've listened to my thirst traps for like 5 seasons, and if I said anything else, everybody would be like, liar, liar.
What's your go-to weapon? A gun, a blade, powers, if any, or whatever I can get my hands on.
In Supernatural, it would be powers because I'm a witch, so it'd be my witchy powers.
Yeah. Last one. What is one of your flaws? I get addicted easily. I tell too many jokes and I'm not serious enough. I'm untrustworthy. I don't know when to shut up. I'm manipulative. I ask lots of questions. These are horrible.
I don't know when to shut up.
Okay. Oh, You got Dean.
Yes.
It says the eldest Winchester sibling is yours and you are his. He is very protective over you and won't let you go anywhere without him. He trails after you like a lost puppy, although in the bedroom he's the dominant one.
I'm so happy. So happy right now. I'm winning at life.
I feel like most of my answers would have been the same as yours, except for the turn on one.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm going to do mine quickly because I think most of them would have been the similar. So, example of your dream date, I'm going to have, stay in, eat junk food and watch movies. Comfort food. I think I'm going to go pie too. Because it would have been cake, but that wasn't an option. Pies.
Well, to be honest with you, I love chocolate. I love chocolate so much. But honestly, if you said have this chocolate or have like perfect apple pie or perfect cherry pie, I'm always going to go pie or pumpkin pie, pecan pie. I just fucking love the pie. I get why Dean loves pie because pie is amazing.
Yeah, I do. I like a lemon meringue pie and I also like pecan pie. Right, favourite place to do it. I'm actually just going to go, I'm going to go boring. Stay to bed.
Fair.
What do I notice first in a man? There. Yeah, I'm going to say eyes. Classic rock for genre music. Would you die or kill for the person you love? Yes. Turn on. I'm going to go humour. I also kind of like quirkiness.
You do.
But I'm going to go humour.
Yeah.
Go-to weapon. I'm also saying powers. And my flaw. Which one's my flaw? Ask a lot of questions.
Yeah. Endlessly.
And then, I got Dean as well.
Sorry, Sam. Sucks to be you, buddy.
Right. And then, which character do you want to do that one?
Yeah.
Okay. Have you watched all of Supernatural? It says, yes, all 15 heartbreaking, earth-shattering, horrible, awesome seasons.
Mm-hmm. That one. Yeah. The writers will pay for our therapy one day.
How would a friend or family member describe you? Introverted, extroverted? Oh, actually, can we add more? I think you can have more than one. Stoic, empathetic, intelligent, lazy, sleepy, reliable, humorous, sociable, or don't know.
Listen, that's too many options for me to remember, so you pick. Don't be mean. Be
humorous.
honest.
I wonder if we can do... Can you hang on? I'm seeing if we can add more than one. Right, humorous. Would you say you're introverted or extroverted, or both?
I'm like an extroverted introvert, but I'm more introverted than I am extroverted.
I just won't click over this. Empathetic.
Mm-hmm.
I'll do. That's 3 things.
Cool. Good job.
Right.
Thank you.
Pick one. Sleeping in late and watching TV. Out late drinking with friends. Drinking alone. Doing a puzzle. Knitting, crocheting, felting or weaving. There's too many options again. Painting or drawing. Listening to music. Spending time with family. Spending time with friends. Going for a drive. Going for a walk. I know you like going for drives.
Going for a drive, yeah.
Is that the one out of those you're picking?
Yeah, I would probably pick that.
Okay, dream vacation. Somewhere warm but not overly hot with many things to see and do to keep busy. Somewhere cold with winter activities available, like skiing or snowboarding.
I would die
anywhere
immediately. Can you even imagine? I'm so clumsy, you guys.
Yeah, I can't go skiing because of that. Anyway, just vacation. No vacation, homebody. Somewhere mild, just for a few nights, relaxing and not too busy, or somewhere hot.
Probably somewhere relaxing for a few nights.
Okay. One food group you'd have to eat for the rest of your life. Fruits, vegetables, grain, protein, dairy, or just, it says no.
No. I'm not choosing. No. That's stupid.
Favourite colours? I think you can pick more than one. Red, orange, yellow, green, blue, pink, purple, brown, black or grey or white.
Blue and purple are my favourite.
Blue and purple. Okay. Favourite season? I'm guessing it means off the show. Yeah, because it goes up to 15.
Probably 5.
Right, pick a quote. Family don't end in blood. What kind of house doesn't have salt? Low sodium freaks.
Sodium freaks.
Hello, Dean. I'm guessing it's hello, Dean.
Hello, Dean. It's Cass, isn't it?
And then, I don't understand some of these. I was worth 5 sheep at least.
It's Crowley.
I don't know that one. Oh, you poor sheltered boy. You've been garthed.
Oh, you poor sheltered boy.
Rise and shine, Sammy. Or pudding. We know it's not pudding.
It's not pudding. Family don't end in blood because it means a lot to me.
Yeah.
If I was going for comedy, it would be oh, you poor wee sheltered boy.
Pick a season, as in like fall, winter, summer, spring.
Fall.
And then, what is your eye color? Hazel, right?
Hazel.
Your Cass. It says you got Castiel. That is insane. How are you doing this? I don't get
that. That's really funny. And to be fair, honestly, yes, I am very autistic. Cass is very autistic. Like, we are in this same boat and we both are madly in love with Dean. Like, it tracks. Okay? Hashtag Castiel.
I don't know who I am. Right. Have I watched all Supernatural? No. What's the currently watching it? How would a friend or family member describe you? Introverted?
Yes.
Humorous?
Yes.
And I want to say reliable.
You're very reliable, yeah.
Okay. Pick one out of the sleeping in late, watching TV, doing a puzzle. I mean, I like puzzles. I like knitting and crochet. I like listening to music. I like spending time with family. I like spending time with friends.
Just pick the one you do the most of.
Spending time with family. Dream vacation. It's the somewhere warm, not overly hot, with many things to see and do to keep busy. That's me.
That is you. I feel like you're going to get Dean.
Food group I'd eat for the rest of my life. I'd probably fruit out of these, actually. Favorite colours: black and green. Favorite season
of you.
I don't actually know what my favorite season is so far. Maybe 3 or maybe 5 or maybe 1.
1 is really good. It's between 1 and 5 for me.
Yeah, I'm gonna go 1.
Yeah.
And then pick a quote. It's got to be, because I literally have a sticker of this on my laptop. What kind of house doesn't
low
have
sodium freaks?
Low sodium freaks. Yeah.
Yeah.
Pick a season. Now, I might also go for fall or spring. I like both. It's currently spring there, and I'm feeling springy, so I'm going to go spring. What is your eye colour? Well, famously, we know it's green.
Green, yeah. Anyone who didn't get that one right?
I got Sam.
Oh, wow. Amazing.
I am Sam.
You are Sam.
Okay. You're Cass and I'm Sam.
Yeah.
Cool.
That tracks.
So yeah, they are the quizzes that I thought I'd bring to our 100th episode to do.
I love them. Thank you. Now we all know that I'm Castiel.
And your SPA boyfriend is Dean, so that tracks too.
Yeah, it does track. It all tracks.
Oh yeah, so we're doing astrology now, aren't we?
We are doing the astrology. I'm telling Laura her compatibility or lack thereof with Sam. Do you think that your compatibility with Sam is extremely high or like really awful and bad? It's like it's polarized, right? These are the two options. It could be super awesome or it could be super terrible.
I feel like it's actually going to be good.
You're right. You're right. Okay, I'm going to tell you why and how. Okay, so Sam Winchester was born on May 2nd of 1983. I'm not going to tell you Laura's birthday because that would be wrong. But I will tell you that your sun, we look at in compatibility. So we look at specific things for compatibility, right? Your sun tells us core identity, vibes, rapport. Your moon tells us your emotional needs, your deep soul level connection to people, if it's there or not. So if you're going to have a soulmate level connection, it's usually found in the moon positions from what I've seen so far. Venus is what you love and how you love. So, like, what you look for in a partner, what it is that you feel you need in a romantic relationship. Mars is chemistry. This is the thirst traps, the passion, how much fire is in your relationship. Mercury is how you communicate with each other and whether you're intellectually compatible with each other, basically. So I'm going to go through the points, and we're going to start with the sun. So your core identity, if you vibe with him, what your rapport is with him. So you are highly compatible because Sam is attracted to your Leo charm and you are drawn to his Taurus warmth and sensuality. Because he's hot and he is pretty sensual. That tracks. Okay.
Yeah.
The moon, your emotional needs, your deep sort of soul connection potential. So you got a soulmate level match with Sam. You've got opposites attract. So your Cancer moon is nurturing and emotional, which balances out Sam's Capricorn moon, which is stable and ambitious. Your home together would be really beautiful. You bring a lot of warmth and intuition, which Sam actually needs in order to feel safe and at home in himself. So you kind of make him feel as if he can be safe and at home, which is, we would know, would be huge for Sam. It's what he wants most.
Yeah.
Your Venus, so what you love and how you want to be loved. You have a high compatibility. You have this kind of yin and yang dynamic where his curiosity brings you out of your shell. Cancer. It's a crap. And you make him feel stable. He makes you more adventurous, but you give him a safe place to be himself.
That sounds good.
It is good. Mars, your chemistry, thirst trap ability, if you will, is super high. So basically how it rolls is you love Sam's hot bod and he thinks you're cool as fuck. Your long-term chemistry, this fire will not go out. You will definitely fight because there is a square aspect in this positioning, but this only really fans the flames of attraction. It's very like, you know how he loved it but hated Bella?
Yeah.
And then ended up loving Bella? It's like that kind of a vibe. It's like initially conflict, and when you fight, you'll fight like cats and dogs, but then it'll be super hot afterwards.
Wait, did you mean Bella or Ruby?
I mean Bella. Also, you could also say Ruby. Ruby's kind of a toxic character. So I'm leaning more Bella. So Mercury, which is your communication and intellectual compatibility, right? So you are highly compatible, forming one of the best and most secure, long-lasting relationships in the zodiac. You have shared values. You combine your physical... made me laugh. Sorry. Combine your physical pleasure with deep emotional stimulation. So it's just like fire, fire, fire. Your rising sign, which is Scorpio, is also wildly compatible with Sam and actually kind of doubles up your chemistry and passion. As you can understand the darker, more complicated sides of Sam, meaning that you get him at every level. Scorpio is also an occult placement, suggesting that Laura will have a natural affinity for things like psychology, true crime, magic, and all things paranormal. So basically, Laura is the top tier match for Sam. Yeah. So you're literally you couldn't be more perfect for Sam if you tried.
Oh, cool.
Yeah,
that's good.
You're welcome.
See, I knew it.
I didn't know it, and you were right. You were right, and now we know why and how you were right, and what that relationship might look like.
Yeah, the astrology stuff is so like cool because like I've always been into some sorts of astrology since I was really little, but then when I was little, it's all like, horoscopes are just rubbish and all that kind of stuff. So it makes you feel bad about believing in some of it. But some of the astrology, I mean, I don't read my horoscopes or anything now, but there's so much to astrology, and whenever you actually look into it, it's always comes back as really accurate. Like even, I know we're just doing this as like a fun thing with a fictional character, but like what you just said about my rising sign, like that's all things that I am interested in. So it's all true.
It is all true. Yeah, I think astrology is a really old, complex system, and I think a lot of people basically only know their sun sign maximum. And we'll look at sun sign horoscopes and stuff, and like sun sign based stuff, and there will be some things that are lacking or wrong because it's not your entire natal chart. And what I've learned over the years is that in order to actually understand astrology at all, you sort of need to learn to read the whole natal chart
Mm-hmm.
and get like the person as a whole. And again, what I find spooky is how it has like basically gone down the wire that the whoever you are attracted to as a supernatural character, the people who know all their full house signs, when I line them up with the astrology of the supernatural character, they're a perfect match.
Yeah, so like you're just attracted to the people that you are compatible with.
I would say it's like 90% that, yeah.
That's cool.
It's wild. And it's so interesting to me because the thing is like when I did the big deep chart dive, which you guys, it's way down on the page, but if you go down, although yeah, I kind of repeated it in the more recent astrology one, so you don't have to go all the way down if you don't want to. Sam and Dean's characteristics and personality really match their placements.
Yeah.
Which gave me like goosebumps when I was doing it, because I was like, that actually makes sense. No, that makes sense. And then on top of that, for people to be like, oh my gosh, I'm such a Sam girl, and then they give me their chart and I'm like, I see why, because Sam is perfect for you. Or like, oh my god, I love Cass so much, and I'm like, yes, you do. This would work perfectly. Like, or there are people who'd be like, oh my god, I love Sam and Dean and I can't choose between the two, or I love Sam and Cass but I can't choose between the two, and I'll run the chart and I'll be like, you're actually the most compatible with like Cass, and they'll be like, oh, I've secretly liked him more, I think. Like, it's just so much fun.
Yeah, that's cool. I don't no, I know all of my big three off the top of my head, but I don't know all the other ones that you just said about, without looking them up anyway. But I definitely, like what you were saying about people just look up their sun signs.
Yeah.
Like, I don't feel like I'm very Leo for a Leo, although I do have my moments. I do have some fiery moments.
You do.
But I definitely associate more with my Cancer moon, I feel like.
Well, I actually learned something about that today, which is that you have this really interesting placement between your sun and your moon that kind of like doubles down on your moon. So you're more in touch with your moon sign, almost like you have them at the same level, if that makes sense. So, and you also have a lot of crowding in one of your houses, which I know that you know. So there's a lot of interesting movements. But you're really kind of, if you read the entire chart, Cancer dominating.
Yeah.
So I would not be surprised for you to display a lot more Cancer traits than Leo traits, because of the way things are laid out.
Leo Cancer cusp as well, anyway.
Yeah.
For my sun sign. That's cool. You're gonna have to tell me all the rest of my chart stuff.
I will, yeah.
That you found out.
Yeah. Stubborn as fuck from day one.
Well, yeah.
Born stubborn.
I mean, anyone in my family would agree with you. Yeah. And I would also agree with you, because I know that about myself.
Yeah.
I am my dad's daughter.
Crashing his Land Rover into trees.
He is very stubborn.
Yeah. So that post is technically still open. So if you guys can find out if you already know any of your chart, I can still do it if you only know your sun sign. Like, I can just do sun sign compatibility. That's fine. But if you're curious if you match with your favorite character, go ahead and find that post. It's called like something like Supernatural Astrology. Who would you really be compatible with? And Sam's on the cover. And if you comment that, and Instagram actually lets me see the comment because that one's gone kind of crazy. As soon as I see the comment, I will reply and I will run the chart for you.
Yeah. And to get a really accurate one, like Joy did for me, you do need like your place of birth and the exact time you were born. Yeah.
So what you can do if you don't know what your signs are, but you do know those things, is you can go on to Cafe Astrology, non-sponsored, which is a free, very safe website. So you won't be charged any money and your data will be safe if you do that there. So you can just enter in all those details and then it will put up a tropical chart. So I'm using the tropical system. and then I'll be able to compare, because then your system will be the same system that I've run their charts through, which is kind of important for a compatibility reading. But I think they default on tropical, so hopefully it won't be confusing at all.
Yeah.
You could just get your free full birth chart there, and you can read through the whole thing, because Cafe
really
Astrology does the entire set of interpretations for you for free.
Yeah.
And it's really, really good. So that's where I would send you guys to, where I would recommend you go to get like a good understanding of like the whole thing and how the whole thing works.
Yeah. I've done mine on there and it's really good.
Yeah. So I have written for our 100th episode a variation of our kind of like end of season, end of episode games that I'm really excited to play with Laura. We're just going to be answering them off the cuff.
Yeah, I don't know what these are.
Yeah, she's reacting very real, and so am I, because I haven't written any notes. So I'm just going to be like...
This scares me. I don't like live reacting.
It's your whole job. Aside from editing the podcast, that's your entire job. Okay. Number 1. What is your biggest / favorite thirst trap from the seasons that you've seen so far?
Oh my god, I can't remember all of them.
Just what's the first thing that really comes into your mind? For me personally, my favorite thirst trap is Dean tearing apart that building to save Joe.
Oh yeah.
Because I love the idea that Dean Winchester would tear apart a building to save me. Like, that's the most romantic thing that I can think of ever. Like, when he totally flips out and it's just like, I'm going to like demolish this entire building. Hot.
Well, I'm going to just have to go with the one I always bring up all the time, which is disheveled with a shovel.
Disheveled with a shovel is pretty hot. Don't want to throw in some altar throwing or human shield. Done that for ages.
It's funny that the disheveled with a shovel one is from that episode I hated as well.
Which episode is it?
It was like that zombie one, I think.
Oh, yeah. Oh, that's not a great episode. Not gonna lie. It's not my favorite either. Okay. What is the scariest moment that you can think of off the top of your head so far? Bloody Mary is really scary. For me, it's actually when we find out that Adam has been dead the entire time and you see his like desiccated, eaten corpse.
Yeah.
I can't remember the name of that episode.
I can't remember either. But the Bloody Mary episode is the only one that has actually properly scared me to the point where I had
Bloody Mary is scary.
I had to mute it.
Yeah, no. Oh, yeah, I forgot all about that. She like actually couldn't watch it with the sound on.
Even scarier than all the doll ones. Or the clown one.
That one's horrified you. I will say I also get a lot of emotional damage from like when the truck hits their car at the end of season 1 and you think everybody's probably dead. That's really scary. There's quite a few. When Dean dies, that made me so sad.
Which time?
The first time. Okay. What is the thing that you were the most mad at the writers for?
Killing
it doesn't
Joe.
have to be one thing. It can be like an arc.
Killing Joe and Ellen.
Yeah, that's a big one. The thing that I'm the most mad at the writers for is I am really pissed off at how season 1 Dean changed into such a fuckboy and became kind of like a chauvinist.
Yeah.
Like because the thing is, he's not chauvinist, right? But some of the lines that come out of his mouth are kind of sexist and like womanizing.
Yeah.
And that really pisses me off because there are things that are like just clearly not Dean at all, and that's what makes me the most mad.
Yeah, because it like made me not actually like him for a while.
Yeah. There's a point in season 2 where they're trying to make Sam our favorite because Jensen Ackles has so much charm. And they're like, no, look at this one. He's supposed to be the headliner. Stop it. Stop liking Dean.
Yeah, we were like, Dean's the main character. And you're like, no, Sam's supposed to be. And I was like, what?
Sam's
really?
supposed to be the headliner, yeah. Yeah, wild. Okay. What is the dumbest thing ever on Supernatural?
Bugs. Just the whole episode. No, Demon Dust is amazing.
It's so bad it's good. Bugs is pretty. bugs is pretty dumb. Like, especially if you go beyond the episode and you take into account that they got them stung so many times.
Oh, yeah.
There were like thousands of bees, and then they fucking use CGI in the end anyway. So like all of those stings were for nothing. Nothing. That's got to be the dumbest thing ever on TV.
Oh, I have a second answer.
Yeah.
The ghost faces.
They've grown on me. They've grown on me, though. I mean,
the first time we see them, they're
the
dumb.
first time we see them, yes. Like the first time we see them. Bleh. Okay. What
That's the rest of the world.
Well, I was just about to say, what are the quotes that we still love?
Oh, that's the rest of the world.
Rats for the rest of the world. Yeah.
Demon dust.
Demon dust.
Sam would never.
Sam would never is my favorite.
These are just our quotes. Did you mean our quotes or the
they
show
were a
quotes?
foot long and girthy. All of them, to be honest with you. I always love a Sam, Sammy. Yeah. Those will always be my favorite. I'm trying to think if there's anything else. There's obviously low sodium freaks.
Oh yeah, that's funny. What was the original Rats of the World?
Rats of the World.
What was the if it's the Horror and Horror.
Oh yeah.
How could I forget?
I'll never get over it. They were a foot long and girthy.
Oh, that was funny.
So mostly what I think of as like our stuff, because the show stuff has so much material in it. I just think like Sammy.
Yeah, I'd need to look at all of our
and
quotes.
Dad's on a hunting trip and he hasn't been home in a few days.
Yeah, iconic. Yeah, if I was going to do show quotes, I'd need to look at the ones we've said were our funniest and then choose one. Mm-hmm. Oh, what about what does when Sam in Tall Tales when he's saying to that boy,
"You're a brave little soldier."
Yeah. That's funny.
Oh my God. That is really funny. Oh man. Also, Sam has so many funny sarcastic things that he says to Dean, like where he's like, "Yeah, you're Batman."
Yeah. Oh, we've got to do I lost my shoe.
Oh yeah, I lost my shoe. I'm trying to think of like, it's really easy because I've been doing so much Sam content to think of Sam stuff at the moment. I'm trying to think of like what aside from Sammy, what is a Dean thing? Oh, bring me pie. I want some pie. Bring me pie. Driver picks the music. Shotgun shuts his cake hole. Mm-hmm. We got jerk and bitch as well. Idjit. And Cass being like, "I'll just wait here then." Yeah. Also, Cass being like, "I can do this."
Oh yeah, that was cool.
Yeah. Hello, Dean is another really good one from Cass. Yeah, I think that pretty much covers that. What was the most annoying prank that I played on you? The most annoying prank that you played on me was hiding cockroaches in the freaking out of context quotes.
That was hilarious.
That was the worst.
One of the doll ones that you did.
Was it a TikTok or a scary story or someone's story that wrote in?
No, just all the when you bought the doll things. I think it was the what was the one that really scared me? The doll that's in a case and it hasn't got any legs or anything anymore.
Yeah. That one was spooky. I can't remember what it's called anymore either. I'd have to look at those notes again. And you'd be like, "No, don't summon it." So it's dolls for Laura and the forbidden bugs for me. Mm-hmm. But putting it in the show notes was the worst. Not the show notes, the out of context quotes, because that went up on Instagram. And she was all like, "Look at it. It's so good. Look at it. It's so good." And so I was looking at it and I was like, "Oh yeah, these are really funny." And then she'd hid them like 3 or 4 deep. And so it was like a genuine jump scare. I'm like throwing my phone across the room and be like, Okay, the last question. What supernatural means to me?
I don't understand the question.
Okay, I'll go first. And it'll give you context. So what supernatural means to me is complex. And I've seen so many people answer this in comments, and I'm like, how do you do that? Because I've been struggling to put this into words for like 2 years solid. The one that keeps coming up to me recently is years ago, I was in a not great relationship with a guy, and it did not start out like this because they never do, but towards the end of our relationship, he'd really started like attacking my self-esteem and stuff. And I didn't find this out until many years later, but like one of our, who was a mutual friend, people came up to me and told me that he had told our entire friendship group to never laugh at anything that I said. So that I would think that I wasn't funny. And did this, they all did this for years and years and years. And I didn't find out that was the thing until this person told me, like, after we'd broken up for a long time. And I thought about it and I was like, that is the most cruel, crazy thing to do. And then I thought about what I was like when we first got together and what I felt about my sense of humor when it had stopped. And nobody ever laughed at anything that I said ever.
Why would they go along with that?
5 years. For 5 years.
Yeah.
They're all dicks.
But also how, like, that's impossible. That's really difficult to do because if someone says something funny, I just laugh.
Yeah. I don't know. They're committed to the bit, or they all hated me secretly.
I don't think that's
know.
very nice. Of any of them.
Not very nice. But like one of the things that Supernatural has done for me is it has helped me rediscover that I am funny. Like it's been a process, but I feel like I'm funny on this podcast. I feel like I'm funny on our Instagram, and I'm funny to the tune of like sometimes 1 million people agreeing that I'm funny. So suck it, loser. I'm hilarious. Like it's really Supernatural for me. Supernatural, firstly, is hilarious as a show, but secondly, it has healed that part of me that was damaged by being in a toxic relationship. It's not the only thing that it's done for me, but I can't stop thinking about it lately. Like, it's just such a huge thing to get back. And having a sense of humor or being funny is an enormous part of my personality. So I feel like actually I've recovered this huge missing piece of myself.
Oh, that's nice. Yeah. I suppose mine's kind of similar then, like, because, well, all of what you said, like, hard relate. I've always thought that I was funny, but didn't think other people thought I was funny. I thought I was funny. And this podcast has shown me that I am. I still feel really cringy when I listen to myself, but I do laugh. Like when I'm editing, I laugh along with my own jokes and your jokes. So I do think we're funny. And knowing that other people think we're funny, it has made me, I don't know, I think I feel more confident now. So like, but that's what the podcast has done. But I suppose that's indirectly related to the show. Well, no, directly related to the show.
It is directly related to the show, yeah.
So yeah. I don't think I have a better answer because I haven't watched much of it yet.
Yeah. We're up to season 5.
Of 15.
Almost halfway. Hey.
It's like a third of the way.
A third of our lives. I would say, from my observation, it is the sense of humor thing, but it's also the confidence thing. Because I think, and it's also like processing trauma. You've processed a lot of trauma watching the show because we've done it together. Like we've watched them. And one of the things that we've said is it's very unique as a show to have such a great representation of trauma and like PTSD and stuff. Yeah. And it's so beautifully written. Even when they don't express it, Sam and Dean kind of do, whether it's through like a monologue or whether it's through their actions on the show. I think the representation of that and going through things what feels like together with the characters helps lift the burden of having been through crazy shit in your life. Yeah. And I know that you're a very different person than you were when we first started in season 1. Like season 1 you were shy, but I feel like you also had a lot of stuff that you kept really close to your chest. And now you're very confident, and you've let go. Like, to me, it feels like you've let go of a lot of stuff that was weighing you down. You're like a lighter person now. I think you're a stronger, tougher person as well, because I think it takes bravery to be kind of raw the way that you have been raw, talking about your honest feelings and reactions to the show. So I think that's how it's impacted you individually, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Yay, Laura, yay. Applause. The crowd goes wild. So yeah, that's the end of the episode.
Yeah. I can see why, like, even just a third of the way through, I can see why the show is really important to people.
Yeah. Navia said that it's a cult, but it's a good cult.
Yeah, like loads of fandom things could be considered cults when you look at like the criteria of a cult.
Yeah. Exactly. I don't know. I feel like there are some fandoms and stories that can kind of change the world. And I think when you think about positive groups, right? Because this is a 99% positive space, I would say. The impact that it can have when you can go through a narrative together, because you experience feelings through art, the things that you process, therefore the friends that you make because you bond over the things that you're processing. Like, when we first started this podcast, we were friendly, but I wouldn't say that we were necessarily like close friends when we started this podcast.
Yeah.
We became friends because of Supernatural. Like, we became super fucking tight family because of Supernatural, because we watched Supernatural together, and it made us air out our feelings about some of the darkest chapters of our lives, really honestly. And we bonded through that experience. And then we also made all these other friends, you guys were telling us like, oh, you're getting me through my drive, or you're getting me through studying, or, you know, always keep fighting really deeply impacted me. It was been really important to me. We've had a lot of those too. And that's also amazing and beautiful and meaningful. And we love talking about mental health, but that's meant that we have shared our mental health stories. So I think that the podcast, I guess, is a good example of the impact Supernatural has had on both of us, because it's like you find family. You realize that family don't end in blood is much more than just a quote from Bobby. It's actually something very real in this fandom. And you become, I think, very close. Like, I think if you're like me and you don't actually have family blood relations anymore, you actually do legitimately find family through it. And that's kind of a miracle.
Yeah. It's very like powerful stuff.
It is very powerful stuff. It's magical. So I hope you guys have really enjoyed our 100th episode. Write in, let us know. Please remember to rate and review in all of the places. We're trying to remember to tell people to do that now. We would really appreciate it. We love all of you. Thank you so much for coming on this unhinged ride with us. Let us know if you would like more content like this. When we do bonus episodes in the future, if you want more things like this, like if you want to see us doing more BuzzFeed quizzes, if you want to see more write-ins where you guys give us more of the subject matter, like mailbag stuff, let us know. And yeah, I think that about covers it. Thank you for listening.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.
Thanks for tuning in. If you like this episode, please rate, review, and subscribe. We would be very grateful. And if you know someone who would enjoy it, please share.
You can find us on Instagram at The Witches of Letters Podcast, or you can email us at thewitchesofletters@gmail.com.
Until next time, stay safe out there, have each other's backs, and always keep fighting.